Mystery Investigators.
Welcome to the Boo-Foons Mystery Investigators. I'm Dan.
And I'm Steve.
And this week, we're going to Mountain Mama, West Virginia.
Okay, Dan, why are we going there? Tell me, what was it? Where did we go last week? I don't even know where we went last week. But for somebody who doesn't have a passport, we seem to be going to lots of places.
We do. And today we're going to West Virginia, you know. Fantastic song. Because we're looking at something that you're not doing at the moment, the Smiling Man.
Oh, I will be when we finish this. That's okay, Dan, you know. Carry on. Lose the smiling man.
Oh.
Hey!
What the
What are you guys
flip is
doing
that?
there? What are you doing?
What, Steve, can you see that? Can you...
No, but
that
who the
this-
hell's out there?
Hello?
We just Smiling Man, and there's two smiling men out there.
Michael, smile bigger. I'm smiling as big as I can. Show all of it.
What they dressed like?
Who on earth are they?
We just got back from the thrift
Yeah.
store. Can you open the window?
It's
Well, Dan, open the window, let them in.
okay.
Let's
hang
find
on.
out what they want.
Oh, Mike, they're gonna let us in. What are you doing in West Virginia?
We're here because we want to see the Blue Ridge Mountains
Misty Mama?
We've seen the Blue Ridge, but not to the mountain.
and the Smiling Men. And here you are, the Smiling
It's
Men.
January. It's cold. Open the window.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. What are you guys? So what are you guys doing here, huh? We're just walking through the woods and we saw this little cabin, this little rental cabin, and we figured, hey, while we're traversing the beautiful forest, we'd see what was up and get warm for a little bit.
Well, come in and warm up. So we're over here from England. We're the Boo-Foons Mystery Investigators. And do you know anything about Smiling Men?
Nothing at all.
I think they do, Dan.
Oh,
I
great.
got a feeling they do. Dan, what are you asking stupid questions for, Dan?
Mike, you could tell they're European. They let us in right away with no questions.
Right, Jeremy. These suits are very crinkly.
Yeah. Well,
It's like it shows everything. I'm very impressed.
yes.
You guys, yeah, we specifically got the ones where we cut out the nipples.
I can see why you're smiling. I can see
My
why you're
nipples get
smiling.
really hot, even in the winter.
Yeah.
They need to breathe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I do know from personal experience, when it's that cold, they do chafe. You do need to free them every so often.
Jeremy, you also cut a hole for your belly button.
Well, it gets itchy.
You gotta collect that lint.
And I wish you would step back a little bit. It's right in my face.
Wait a minute. Are you guys doing a podcast?
There's microphones on the table.
You guys doing I see a recording computer there.
Yes, we are indeed doing a podcast.
Huh.
Do you guys do a podcast at all?
Huh. Yeah, you know,
We've been known to-
occasionally.
We've been known to dabble.
We dibble.
Cool.
We dibble dabble.
Oh, nice. Oh, well, nice to meet you guys.
Podcast?
Yeah, you should just scoot over. Just scoot over. Just scoot over, Dan. Just scoot. Scoot over, Dan.
Yes.
Steve, if you don't mind, I'll just sit right on your lap.
Oh,
There we go. Steve,
Looking very snug
It's
there.
very... It's cozy in here. Very cozy.
all right.
Dan, you need to free your nipples now.
I think everyone should free their nipples.
Yep, free the nip.
Free our nipples. Do you know, it's
Free
nice
the
to be in a
nipples.
place that can just free them like this.
I think that's general feminism.
Third wave.
Do you know, what's one of the mysteries is why we don't have more free nipples. The older I get, the less I see. It's awful. I don't know what's happening.
There are weird
I mean,
ones,
it's great
though.
to see 4 of them here.
Hey, could you guys do me a huge favor?
Yeah.
We left
Yes.
some ice cold beers in the snow outside. Can you go fetch them for us? There's plenty for everyone.
Through the window.
Yeah, you gotta go
Definitely.
right out the window there.
You gotta go through the
That
window.
now, yeah.
All right, I'm all up for beer. Right, thanks.
Yeah, just a bit further.
Yep, keep going.
Just keep going.
Yep. Behind the that shrub.
At the base of the mountain.
Base
I
of the
think.
mountain.
I think it might have slid down.
Here, I'll put a laser pointer on it.
Yep. Jeremy, close the window.
Mike, we did it.
That was easy.
We stole the podcast. They let us right in.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
All I think, why did they call us the Smiling Men?
I don't know. Maybe because we were so happy to find warmth. I've been freezing out there.
Yeah, I mean, these suits were a ridiculous purchase.
I just can't get over the fact of how they let us in so quick. I guess that's why their country's being invaded right now.
Welcome to Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Mike.
How are you?
I'm so excited.
So excited to be back.
Back. It's the new year.
The
We're
holiday's
doing it.
over. The stress of buying other people's shit.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I'm super excited. We're stealing the Boo-Foons Mystery Investigators podcast.
I love
Jeremy.
that podcast, Mike. I love that podcast.
Couple of British schmoes, schmoing it up, doing some mysteries.
Schmoing and joeing.
They don't solve any of them.
Yeah, well, there's one we have to get to the bottom of next time we talk to them.
Right, yeah. So, but Jeremy, we have a very special mystery to discuss today. And who else to help us solve this mystery than to hire a PI? Casey, welcome to the show.
Hey guys,
Hi.
Hey.
you want more information? So yeah, I own Naples Private Investigations down here in Florida. Handle a wide range of cases. I'm a former police detective and retired out of the military, and I've been running Naples PI since 2014.
Nice. Solving mysteries, huh?
A true American hero.
So I have to ask you, Casey, what brought you to the life of like solving mysteries? Was it something that you always kind of liked doing, getting to the bottom?
You know, I always like using intellect. When I was a kid, I took one of those tests that tells you like what you'd be good at, and it said law enforcement. I'm like, I'm not a narc, but you know, I was a little hoodlum as a teenager, and but it turned out like my personality was suited for that. And you know, I became a police officer and a detective, and you know, worked murders and robberies and stuff like that. And you know, started. I was in Mississippi. I was a detective at Hattiesburg Police Department, and Mississippi does not prohibit you from being a private investigator and a full-time police officer. So I started a business on the side doing PI, like infidelity work. And yeah, I mean, it was. I started making more money doing that than work full-time at the police department. Not, you know, only working
Infidelity
part-time,
work. Does
so.
that mean you were sleeping with married men or women?
I was, you know, if somebody suspected infidelity, I would go, you know, follow them around, take pictures and stuff, kind of prove like, hey, there's a relationship going on here.
Like cheaters in real life.
You know, I found out being a
so-
juggalo, I could make more money than working at the police department.
Right, and Mississippi's an at-fault divorce state, so if your spouse is running around sleeping with other people, you can prove it. You can kind of clean up. I'm not an attorney. I can't give anybody financial advice, but
You don't lose half your shit.
right.
Right.
But yeah, so if you can prove your spouse being unfaithful, you can you know come out ahead in the division of assets.
Wow.
Did
in
you
that
ever
state.
did you ever come across a case where they were trying to set up their spouse as being as
frame them?
cheating? Yeah, framing them for cheating when they weren't actually cheating, so that they didn't have to pay all the stuff in the divorce.
I mean, obviously, if you're trying to show a goal, I would say no. Not, you know, I think, you know, sometimes I had cases where people said, "Oh, I know she's cheating or he's cheating," and we would, you know, follow the people around. They're not doing anything. They're shopping. They're going about their lives. So there are times when the client was wrong, or if they were having an affair where they only met the person once every couple months, then it would just be happenstance whether or not we were performing surveillance at that time.
You ever get those tummy butterflies when you're in a place that you know that you shouldn't be when you're following somebody?
Sure. Spidey senses.
Spider senses,
Tummy
butterflies.
bubbles. All the same thing.
Tummy butterflies.
Like whenever you enter into like a liminal space and like
Yeah.
you're just like, I shouldn't be here, and then you kind of get this like feeling in your gut, like, ugh, I shouldn't be here at all. Like whenever you when you start a new job,
It's a haunted house.
yeah,
You're in a haunted
you,
house.
you start
go,
a new job and you go into the back room and you've never been there before, and you're like, I feel like I shouldn't be here for some reason.
This isn't my break room. This is everyone else's break room.
But instead, like you're in the closet watching this woman bang a guy, right, with your camera.
Yeah, so there's very little of that type of, you're not going to see the actual act happen, but you'll see adults go behind closed doors where the totality of the circumstances, like, civil court, you're probably looking at less, what a reasonable adult's going to believe is happening here, as opposed to proving beyond, like in a criminal case, you got to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. So
like putting a
like smooching. You got to get a picture of some
they're
smooches.
smooching, and then they walk in.
yeah,
and
you
then-
want to get PDA and just the circumstances, like, oh, this person traveled to this faraway city, and then here they are shopping with this person of the opposite sex that's not their spouse.
They both
and then
get-
they're going into the hotel together. Like that. That's a pretty good.
They both
combination of
they both go
circumstances.
into the room, and then the door slightly opens, and a man's arm comes out and hangs a sock on the on the door handle.
He's finger
Yeah, we had
blasting
one
her
case-
during Avatar.
One case in Mississippi where they met in a graveyard and you could
Oh,
see some
nice.
stuff happening. Yeah,
okay.
a little shaking of the F-150.
I don't know. How do you feel about that? Making love in a graveyard.
I would never do it.
Biblically knowing someone in a graveyard.
I think that the person who wants to do that, there's something wrong with them.
Do you think it's disrespectful to
I think
the
it's
dead?
incredibly disrespectful to the dead.
What if you found a section of the graveyard that was like specifically for voyeurs? They were like known voyeurs and they were buried there. Wouldn't you be doing
Are
them
you
a
talking to
favor?
me?
Yeah, I've absolutely, Casey.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know. We just do our job and document stuff. So, like I said, I started off with infidelity, but down here in Florida, we get all kinds of weird cases. People have money, they want to throw money at it, and we'll do personal injury, workman's comp, infidelity.
So the dude's walking around with the neck cast, and you're like, I don't think he's really hurt. Can you see if he takes that
Yeah,
thing off
and
and
it's-
plays Call of Duty all night?
You're waiting for the Kaiser Sose moment where he
Yeah.
starts walking normal again.
Right, or carrying roofing tiles up on his roof to do stuff like that.
Oh,
Showing
okay.
Obviously, he's not injured, or he is injured, or whatever.
Just real
I
quick,
even had.
is
ahead.
there any in particular that were just particularly strange? Like something that you're like, I don't want to do that again.
I mean, the first rule of being a private investigator is you don't turn down a retainer, right?
Uh-huh.
It's just a given, but, yeah, I mean, some clients are very emotionally taxing to deal with. So
They're all
that'd
wrapped up.
probably be my
They're all
biggest
wrapped up
one
in
to
their
walk away
emotions
from
about it. They're like, "Oh, detective crying at you,
Oh,
getting upset."
20 calls a day for updates.
Right.
Right.
How
They're just
do
making
you-
unrealistic demands during surveillance. Go in there right now and see if they're in the bathroom.
Use the
Or something like
drones!
that. You're like, "That's not
Use
how
the
it works."
drones.
Like, ma'am, I'm not allowed to sneak through his sewer system.
We don't do
Can't-
vents anymore.
I can't just kick his door in and take pictures of him. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
Well, we have a mystery today that we need to discuss. A very ponderous mystery,
Out of West Virginia.
starting in Jersey, really. So, have you ever heard about the smiling men, Casey?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The smiling men, very very common in West Virginia, starting in like the 1960s. So it starts off. There's these two kids, and they're walking down the street. It's late at night, and behind a fence, they see this weird, creepy guy, and he's got this big, giant smile on his face. And they said later on that he didn't have a nose or ears, and he had these two beady eyes that were too far apart. And they said he just stood there and smiled, but then he phased through the fence and started walking towards them, and then they ran away. This happened in New Jersey.
Okay.
It sounds more like a case of like people making fun of a handicapped person. Mike.
Yeah.
I don't think I like that.
So
He's got two weird eyes. You don't know. He could have been in a fire.
he could have been from Mississippi.
Or, sure, I guess.
Right.
His eyes are too far apart.
No, actually, it was in Louisiana is where I noticed that their eyes are too close together.
Yes, they had the tiny faces.
Yeah, it's like someone took their face, shrunk it, and put it back on their face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a famous account as we get into this one this one guy.
Yes.
We actually get a name to the smiling man. He introduces himself to a gentleman. Let's see. This was in November 2nd, 1966 in Parkersburg, West Virginia, which is right around the same area and time as the Mothman. So maybe they're buddies.
His eyes are also too far apart.
So Woodrow Derenberger in the bright red. Woodrow Derenberger, he was driving home on Interstate 77, and then he heard a crash. And then a weird vehicle just appeared in front of him, in front of his truck. So he described it as an old-fashioned kerosene lamp chimney flaring at both ends. So a weird-looking thing. It looks like a weird lantern chimney. Right there in front of my truck. So then this man, a hatch opens, a man comes out, and he's got this big old giant smile, and he's got slicked back black hair, normal eyes and ears,
Okay.
and he's wearing this like almost metallic green suit, like
Like an emergency blanket.
an emergency blanket,
Okay.
you know, crinkly metal green suit.
They used to give them to you on airplanes.
So he comes out. He's got dark tan. He walks up. He's been tanning. You know.
His blanket's made of aluminum foil.
Yeah. He's very cold. So he walks out. He telepathically tells Mr. Derenberger that his name is Indrid Cold. He is very cold.
Yes.
He even introduces himself as Indrid Cold. And so I was thinking about this. It's like Derenberger goes to the cops later on. You know, he finds a payphone. He calls the police 45 minutes later, and he tells them, "You wouldn't believe what happened. I stopped. I heard this sound, and I get out of my truck. There's this weird thing in front of me. This guy gets out, super happy. He says his name's Indrid Cold, and then in reality, they're like, 'Sir, have you been drinking?' He's like, 'Well, it is after 5 o'clock, and it's the 1960s, so it is my American right.' And they're like, 'Okay, sounds good.'
Didn't need seatbelts either.
Yep.
Well, okay. So, Casey, with your knowledge, with not just the PI work you're doing now, but also your law enforcement history, is it true that there are just suspects or people walking around that have this like resting smile face, or when they're feeling nervous or anxious in a situation, they might just be smiling really big with no ulterior motive to it?
Yeah, I think people's natural. Some people, if they're nervous, they'll just smile big. And you're like, sure, I've run into that before.
And like your eyes.
What is this narrative you're reading? Is this like from the 1960s? Like, is this something that's written down? Or are you guys making this up?
No,
we're not
this
making it.
this is
No.
legit. This is
Yeah,
legit,
no.
real. I mean, people make like in Fallout 76, they made the smiling
It's-
man in
so
reference to these stories. These are actual
They're real,
people.
real reports
Yeah.
that people have taken and tried to spin it as it could be a supernatural thing, or
like the movie Smile.
right, like the people walking around with the big smile. In that, I've never seen that movie. I do know that smile is whoever's possessed or whatever has the smile. But these are
Yeah, there's even
actual.
Smile 2 out now.
Oh, I gotta catch up.
And this Derenberger guy is basically saying that the Indrid Cold comes out, telepathically tells him his name, and that he's here to just look at the human race. He's just checking them out.
I hear telepathically told, and did he just not see his lips move, or was he so in shock, or he was already
Hammered.
Yeah, right. Thinking about some crazy stuff and go, well, he spoke inside my mind.
Yeah. He said it was very awkward. And so he came here to learn more about the human race, and he would visit Derenberger again. And afterwards, Derenberger stated that Cold revealed he was from the planet Lanulos in the galaxy of Ganymedes.
This just sounds like a crazy guy who's sitting in his house. He's like, how do I have any sort of attention on me at all? Let me make up a story.
Yeah.
Because the one that starts in New Jersey, they go, all right, 2 kids just reported that they saw this fire victim, rest in peace, was just smiling at kids. He was like, hey, hi, nice kids. What a great neighborhood. And this guy is just using that report to create attention for himself.
Yeah.
How far
So,
apart were the 2 incidents?
and this, I mean, this
This is New Jersey to,
in the 60s.
And
you
then-
know,
and then the
I mean, in
Darren,
time.
and then the Derenberger. So Jersey, yeah. So that story goes. Let's see. Is this? Here's another one. The first time I told this was to my roommate, who was appropriately mortified. The second time was to a friend who simply joked, "Sounds like he was trying to party with you."
Wait, Mike, this sounds like a Reddit story.
This is a Reddit story
just a
about
Reddit
this. About this.
story.
This one is this.
Okay.
This is a different story about the smiling man.
Right, okay. So people are just connecting weird nonsense.
This is
clout or whatever.
fairly recent compared to, like, I think this was a few years ago. Oh, I'm sorry, 14 years ago. So 2025, 2015, 20, whatever.
2006.
Thank you. So about 5 years ago, which 2001 now, we continue to go back in time. So 5 years ago, I lived downtown in a major city in the U.S. I've always been a night person, so I would often find myself bored after my roommate, who was decidedly not a night person, went to sleep. To pass the time, I used to go for long walks and spend the time thinking. I spent 4 years like that, walking alone at night, and never once had a reason to feel afraid. I always used to joke with my roommate that even the drug dealers in the city were polite. But all of that changed in just a few minutes of one evening.
This is all performative nonsense.
It could be. But Jimmy,
Yeah, so what are you reading this from?
This
What-
is
where's
this is
source
Reddit.
right now?
This is Reddit. This is a Reddit source, which we all take with a grain of salt. I'm not
Casey-
saying this is a true story, but this is germane to what we're talking about. He saw this smiling man.
I got
and had an encounter.
I got to interrupt this entire podcast. It turns out, Casey, that my co-host here decided to pull up a bunch of nonsense stories about a thing
It's a
and read them
mystery.
from Reddit. And because you're an investigator, once you investigate people's performative nonsense. Continue, Mike. God damn it.
Thank you.
This is a guy with experience. He's got all these stories about real.
We have
things
to
he
solve
did.
the smiling
You wanna
man
talk
story,
about
Jimmy.
the smiling man.
We have to solve the smiling man. Is it real? Is it bullshit?
It's all bullshit. We know that 15 minutes ago.
Okay, so you don't care about my story?
The smiling man is bullshit.
He was dancing in the street and dance chased him. That's the summary.
Yeah, we all know that methamphetamines exist in big cities, Mike.
He danced his way towards me and I got scared and ran away.
Oh, God.
That's the story.
Casey, what's been the most fulfilling part of this line of work? I know you said you were a detective in law enforcement. Was that in Florida as well, or was that Mississippi?
No, it was Mississippi.
It was in Mississippi. And you were a detective.
Correct.
So homicides, drugs.
Right.
What's
I mean,
that?
there's, all the crimes against persons normally have some type of drug element. Those are the people that are doing the robberies and murders and stuff.
How many murders would you say have been caused by ghosts?
Oh, God.
I mean, define ghost.
An unexplainable locked room scenario.
Well, we didn't have any that I know of during my time at the police department there, but people do some crazy shit. So I mean, maybe they got possessed.
Well, that's just like the drug-induced schizophrenia. They will tell you that they're possessed, that they hear the voices to tell them to do weird stuff. When you said ghost, Mike, I just pictured a skinny tweaker running across the street with a catalytic converter over his shoulder. I'd call that a ghost, at least a spooky person.
A cryptid.
Yeah, a cryptid.
Part man, part machine. That's how people would see it, probably.
So was it getting out of law enforcement and going into private investigation? What was that transition?
Yeah, I mean, it was, I was doing both for a while. So it was just taking away the law enforcement part. So, yeah, I mean, you can definitely get a sense of purpose. You're out there putting bad guys away and, you know, helping victims of crimes and helping them not happen again to other people. So, I mean, that definitely, you know, can give you a sense of purpose, but, you know, your whole self-identity changes when you leave law enforcement. So it's definitely a transition to like civilian life. You know, and sometimes we uncover stuff on the PI side. I mean, we get, like I said, we get hired for all kinds of crazy stuff in Florida. You know, I call it the greeting card bandit case. I was hired by a community manager of like it's like a golf course community where you become a golf course member when you buy a house. And they have a club with a bar in it, and, you know, some regulars that are in there drinking all the time. And so the manager, you know, would have to throw some of them out because they get trashed and start acting a fool. And then he got his truck keyed, and then he got started getting greeting cards in the mail that are all, they're like beautiful sunflower, and you open it up and it's like, you know, threatening him, saying he was a horrible manager and his wife looked like a Walmart bag lady and stuff like that. so he hired me to try to figure out who it was, and all the greeting cards were from the same manufacturer. So I contacted that manufacturer, and they said, that's our Dollar General brand. So we had a few suspects from the, you know, people that he had kicked out of the golf course. So I took a photo lineup to the local Dollar Generals, and one of the clerks said, yeah, that guy right there comes in here all the time buying greeting cards. So I was like, okay, boom.
Blammo.
So there's no way to even, it's like, I know back in the day, like in movies and stuff, they go, oh, if you just use cash, you get away with it. But you came in with photos, and you go, who buys all these weird cards all the time? Oh yeah, that guy right there.
They were pretty funny, but yeah, I mean, I don't know.
My brother's favorite thing to do with greeting cards for like Christmas and birthdays is to find a card that's not associated with any of the things. So for Christmas, he bought my mom, her Christmas card was in Spanish, and it was about just having a great day.
Deportations.
Yeah. And inside he wrote Merry Christmas.
Oh, Feliz Navidad. He didn't even put Feliz Navidad.
No, he didn't.
He never really fully commits, does he?
Yeah. Like I'll get one. It's like, happy retirement, Grandpa. You're 37.
Oh, maybe Jeff was the greeting card
Bandit.
Maybe so, but yeah, I mean, I get the irony. It's like, you know, greeting cards are a made-up social construct, so he's just doing it different.
I think he did sorry for your loss one time.
The only funny one I think I ever did is for my wife's anniversary. Me and my wife's anniversary is I bought the card and I just took a permanent marker and I just blacked everything out and then signed my name at the bottom of it.
That thought went into it.
I just deleted the words.
Yeah.
She's like, what does it say?
like
I go,
that.
I never read it. I just deleted it.
But the flower's nice.
I just bought her a bag of flour.
Bag of flour.
I've done that before too.
Yeah.
I got you some flour.
So do you have to do a lot of overnight stuff as a PI? You know, you got the thermos of coffee in the car, staking out, you know, a residence.
Trench coat.
No trench coats, but yeah, I mean, there's some late nights involved.
Time and a half.
In law enforcement and PI work, do you like enjoy that film noir like Humphrey Bogart? You know, all the bars in the world. She walked into mine. Like, do you? Because I, as a civilian, right? I'm just a construction guy. I just build roofs. Like, I fantasize that'd be the cool thing to like solve a mystery, and you find the matchbook with the name of the place and go check it out and talk to people. Like, do you have, as someone who's a professional in this industry, I'd actually wager that you don't have that. Like, oh, look at me, I'm like Humphrey Bogart. You're actually like, no, this is the job. Step 1, step 2, step 3.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different cases and involve different things. So, I mean, the majority of the exciting part is the surveillance. Following somebody and you're getting the money shot. What the client's looking for, whether that be, somebody pretending to be injured that isn't, or having some type of illicit affair. There, as far as like big whodunit mysteries, I mean, we'll get some missing person cases, so locating them a lot of times, like you guys said, it has to do with some meth or some type of drugs. A lot of times they'll come up missing and just disappear because they're on a bender. So there's probably some like whodunit, or let's follow this lead up, the last known location of this person or whatever, and try to move from there and talk to witnesses. But yeah, for the most part, it's not rocket science. It's doing effective surveillance without people realizing it.
Yeah.
Staying in the shadows.
Have you ever had that instance where the guy that you're tailing walks up and hands you like McDonald's? Here, I figured I'd get you some breakfast while you're watching me.
The classic movie thing, like
Yeah.
I'm on to you, PI.
Yeah, no, I've been confronted before, but it was never it's never friendly like that.
Oh,
Like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. What are you doing?
this is a public sidewalk.
Right, exactly.
You've been
I
taking-
never, I tell you, because your client doesn't want them to know that they've hired a private investigator, right? So
Yeah.
you always have like a backup, like, oh, I'm just here waiting for my friend. Leave me alone. What are you doing? Like, why are you confronting me?
I imagine. So I'm sure you've got a wide net. You've got a good radius area that you work in, right? You're not like flying to Minnesota to do a case, right? So you've got like a kind of an
Yeah,
area.
I mean, I've done. So one of the things we do is we'll help adoptees like find their biological parents.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
I have traveled all over the country for that. Sometimes it's like older people that find new DNA technologies, and we'll have them send in like an ancestry sample, and then it doesn't matter who you are, you have no idea who any of your family is. You send an ancestry sample, you'll get like a whole bunch of second cousins will pop up. So then we'll do genealogy. And I work with a partner who's actually a former client of mine. Her name's Carla Davis, and she's actually the director of the genetic genealogy department at Othram in Texas. So they help do some pretty high-profile cases. So like it was last year, the year before, there was the Starved Rock murders was getting reopened outside of Chicago.
Starved
So,
Rock
I
murders.
flew-
What is that?
Yeah.
Do you mind?
Sounds like a mystery.
Do you mind telling us what that is?
Yeah, so that was back in I don't have all the facts of the case in front of me. I think it was like in the mid 60s, big mafia time. There was 3 ladies that were murdered at the Starved Rock State Park there. And so a guy was like convicted, but they were found there, with a lot of extenuating circumstances that had a suspect's hair in one of the victim's hands. And the DNA, showed that it was not the guy who got arrested. There's a lot of aspects of that case, but
Was that
the
defensive
crimes and
DNA?
all the biology. So the way genetic genealogy works, you take all the second cousins, right, and you build a tree of like a common ancestor. It might be back 100 years ago, and then you could do reverse genealogy where you work that tree out, right? And so they might have had 5 kids over here, or whatever, and then you need to go get samples from different branches of that network. So like, hey, your removed uncle, whatever, he had kids, the uncle's dead now, his 3 kids had kids. So you got to go find somebody from that branch of the family to give a DNA sample to help identify who the person is we're looking for, whether it be a crime or whether it's just an adoptee that's looking for their biological parent.
Did you ever have to fish out like a coffee cup from the trash?
You mean dig through the trash for evidence
Yeah,
of things?
for DNA.
Like a receipt or something?
I did have a case where I did things like that, collecting discarded cigarette butts. and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
This is his brand. Ooh, I found his brand in the trash can.
Yeah. If it was a Michael Bay movie, it's got a sun flare as he's putting it in the baggie.
And then the trash can explodes.
And then the trash can right behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you telling me that you'd be able... So there's this woman, right, out there, and she said that her kid is my son for the last 14 years. I happily pay child support. He's on my insurance. Would you be able to tell if he's actually mine or not? Because I can't
So
find
the
him anymore.
simplest way. I mean, like, do you have any authority over this kid? Do you have like joint custody or anything?
No, I haven't seen him in 13 years.
Well, the easiest way is to send him an ancestry sample and have him send it in. And you send yours in, and if you're his dad, it's going to tell you that. I mean, that's the cheapest paternity test you can do.
But he doesn't know where he is.
So how do I find him?
Yeah. So, I mean, you can hire a private investigator. I mean, we have access to databases the general public doesn't. So, you know, we would start with her. Or, you know, did she change her name? Is she in witness protection?
She got married to another guy who has my same name except the last name. And then she told me one day that she's known this guy way longer than me.
And didn't you say the boy looks an awful lot like him?
He looks, now that they're older and he's been convicted, he went to prison for drug stuff, fentanyl things.
The stepdad?
Yeah,
also potentially biological
the
father.
Actual dad.
All right, so let's, you know, it sounds like you need a good attorney, right? So if they're all in Florida, like you're in Florida, they're in Florida, I mean, you could, whatever court is telling you to pay child support, I mean, again, I'm not an attorney, I can't give you legal advice. But if it was me, what I would do is I would hire an attorney, I would sue the court and say, hey, I have a suspicion that this kid is not mine and that, you know, this guy who's living there with his father is him, and I would get a court-ordered paternity test. Now, if you don't know where they are, that's when you hire somebody like me.
Yes.
Jeremy just wants to solve a mystery.
I love mysteries.
We solved the smiling man. It's all drug addicts and fake nonsense.
It's all performative nonsense.
and crystal meth.
Yeah. Yeah, the 60s was a crazy time.
Yep. They were just trying to fight Vietnam. I don't know what they were doing in the 60s, Mike. I wasn't there.
It's free love and LSD.
Yeah.
I think they are still doing that in the shadows.
Even today.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like, nah, I'm all over again.
Yeah. Well, we did have good news today, though.
What's that?
We liberated Venezuela.
Did we?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
We took Maduro out of the country.
Him and his wife went, get out of there.
Just scooped him up, huh?
Stop being communists. Get out of there.
We sent in like two guys.
It was a strike team. We sent in we dropped a bomb, sent in a strike team.
What branch?
And then on the way out, we sent another bomb and we blew up Hugo Chavez's grave, which, you know what? I got a sound effect for that.
Why did we blow up Hugo Chavez's grave?
Communism. He was a dictator, Mike.
Oh.
Yeah, communism's bad.
Communism
Well,
bad.
I know communism. We saved Christmas from communism.
We did, actually, last Christmas. We saved America from communism.
We did. We went into the future to save Christmas from communism.
They're very compelling.
I think I listened to part of that episode.
Oh, did you?
Oh, what'd you think?
I almost did do the show, but whatever.
Oh, did you get to the part where the two robots fuck?
They did.
No. I definitely would have done the show if I'd heard that.
Oh.
They hacked each other's servos. I don't know all the technological gobbledygook. So you were saying that the line of work, it does give you this sense of purpose, which I've always found is important in my line of work. I'm in construction management. I love seeing a building go from dirt to a building or a dilapidated. My favorite is it's a dilapidated. We've been refurbishing a lot and renovating steel manufacturing plants throughout the country. So it gives me a sense of, day one, it's a rusty, broken piece of shit. And then 6 months later, it's a fully functional factory again. And I get a sense of purpose.
There's definitely some value in that, using your own hands to do something and, making the world a better place, right?
Yes. So that's something that you get, even if it's, this guy's lying and he's trying to scam these people out of some money with his fake hurt knee or whatever. You get to bring that person to justice. That gives you that feeling of I did something.
I was in a car accident in a company vehicle last week. And I had
I know a good personal injury attorney.
yeah, I had a friend told me, they were like, you should have gotten 100 grand out of that. You should have gotten 100 grand, walked away with it. Just be like,
Are you actually hurt?
Owie.
Yeah, are you-
I got whiplash, but it wasn't bad.
It's
So
important to just be honest.
yeah, that's what I ended up doing. I was like, nah, it doesn't hurt that. They're like, do you want to go to the hospital in an ambulance? I was like, absolutely not.
No.
It sounds fun, but no.
I love the lights.
It would be really cool to be, dawdled on a little bit and be in a bed and have some people worried about me, but nope, I'm fine.
It sounds like you just need a hug.
Yep, just a quick hug from you, stranger, and I'll be all right. So, but my friend who said this to me said, nah, man, next time I get into an accident like that, I'm coming out like, ah!
Yeah, see, those are the
I'm
people.
sure they're going to use this clip in your court hearing.
Yeah. No, I didn't do. I didn't do it.
So they're gonna hire Casey to go. I think that guy was bullshitting.
Right.
That guy's not hurt at all.
No,
I'm not going to Melbourne.
yeah.
You don't want to come here.
There's a lot of old people here.
Yeah, I guess it's
All of Florida.
it's more like insurance fraud. And
Man, you've been out to the villages, Casey?
I have not.
Oh my God, dude.
they
It
don't
is-
report anything out there.
Sounds like you've been there.
It's the Wild West. It's the Wild West out there, full of old people. Every single residence is occupied for maybe a year before a new one moves in.
It's a great place to drive through though if you need like new furniture.
Yep.
It's always by the side of the road. It's the fanciest stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Out here in Palm Bay, there was a guy. He left a big box of Christmas decorations.
Uh-huh.
He's like, just take these for free. And I picked them up, and they're all inflatables, and I inflated them. And it was him and his family as inflatables.
What?
So I just have a random guy's family.
And so when you use it during every Christmas, he'll be able to see it from his house.
You should definitely give that to your brother with the greeting cards.
Yeah. Here's a random family's inflatable.
Mike, we have a very important question that we have to ask Casey.
We do. It's only 35 minutes though. Yeah, I know, but we still need to go another.
We got an interview with Will Smith.
Yeah, I know. In a little bit.
He's been waiting.
It's not Will Smith.
He said his name
That's
was
me,
Will
Will
Smith.
Smith.
He's a black guy named Will Smith.
No, it's not. Anyway, we do have a very important
Keep
question.
his wife's name out of your mouth, okay?
Yeah. We have a very important question we ask everyone who comes on the show. We've never missed it one time.
Except for earlier today.
For your own reasons, Casey, who is better, Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone?
Probably Sylvester.
And why?
I just remember Arnold yelling at everybody during COVID.
He did. He did do that.
Yeah. He probably would have won had not that happened.
I'm pretty sure he said something about F your constitutional rights, I think is the quote.
Yeah.
Cover your dirty mouths.
Give all your money to my journal. So we're going Sylvester Stallone, final answer?
Yes, sir.
So that means we can kick off the year 2026 with Jeremy with one Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
You. And I did what I had to do to win, but somebody wouldn't let us win.
Yep. Oh, great. We don't even know who won last year.
Mike, this is a bad year for you, dude.
I think it was a resounding Arnold Schwarzenegger in 2025.
The times are changing, man.
Nobody
Maybe.
got you, man.
The times are changing.
Perhaps.
Yeah, we're tired of that nonsense.
Okay.
Yeah, we want Rocky and Rambo
Wonderful.
and Tulsa King.
Lots of mysteries solved today, Jeremy.
Yeah, we solved that bullshit thing you tried to peddle earlier.
Tried to make it fun.
I derailed your whole plan.
Cocaine and schizophrenia.
Cocaine and schizophrenia. That's where it's at.
Cool. We got there super fast. I don't think any Boo-Foons Mystery Investigator episode's ever been solved that quickly.
They've never even solved anything before.
And no one wanted to have fun with me and talk about it.
Every time it cut to Casey, he's like,
What the
Why are
fuck
we
is this
Where's
guy
the
talking
source
about-
material?
Where are your fucking links at, dude? Name your sources.
I didn't think you were going to talk about goddamn cryptids. I'm a professional.
I do this for a living. We're talking about ghosts. Thank you, Casey, for putting up with that nonsense.
Yeah, no problem.
So Jeremy's going to hire you.
I need to know if he's my boy.
Yeah, just hit me up after.
We have different noses and mouths and ears, and he's taller, way taller than me. It doesn't make any sense. He looks just like the guy,
Yeah.
the other guy. Mm-hmm. They had 2 more kids, Casey, and they all
Yeah,
look like
so-
siblings.
I mean, do you know what state they're in?
I'm assuming they're in Florida.
Yeah, I would hit up a good, family law attorney.
It's your first step. Get a court ordered paternity test,
Attorney's test, yeah.
and then
How do you pay child support and not have any visitation or anything with the child at all?
Okay, so we had the boy, and then 4 months in, I took a job roofing, and it was 6 states away, and I left. And while I was gone, she goes, "I never want to see you again. I moved." And I went, "Oh, okay." So I finally came back home, and I tracked her down one time, and I knocked on the door, and it was them. And I was like, "Oh my God, hi, I can't wait to see my son." And she slammed the door. She's like, "I never want to see you again." And then years went by. I went back to the same place. It was a different people who lived there. And then I got called to court, and she was there, and I was there. And they were like, "This is for child support." And I went, "Okay, yes, I'll pay whatever. I just want to see my son." And they're like, "Well, that we don't talk about that here. You're going to have to do that another time." And then literally 2 weeks after that, she was gone again, out of state. I just don't know where.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I can track
Yeah.
it down. But yeah, you need a good attorney.
an attorney.
Right.
Mike, do we have funds in the
attorney
Majestic
probably
office?
might could track her down too, but I would find a family law attorney that's reputable, that's not gonna just ride the clock,
I just want to know if he's I don't mind paying all the stuff. I just like to know if at the end of the day, if I was sad for so many years for no reason.
I have $30.
I just don't. And if he is mine, that'd be super cool. I've had a bedroom for him my whole adult life. I made sure I had a place that had an extra.
Yeah, that's what I was
bedroom.
going to ask what the goal is. Are you just trying to get rid of child support, or do you want to have a relationship with the kid? 'Cause,
Yeah, no, I'll pay
either
child
way-
support. I don't care. Child
Yeah.
support's fine.
Yeah.
Insurance, fine. I don't care about any
I
of
would
that.
get a family law attorney and just say, hey, my parental rights were stripped unjustly, and and like, what about the birth certificate? If your name's on the birth certificate and you've never signed any custody agreement, then you still have 50% legal. Again, I'm not an attorney. I would just talk to a family law attorney.
Huh. That's interesting. I am on the birth
Go to
certificate.
the family law, tell them your sad story.
I do have. I am on the birth certificate, and I've never signed anything about custody, ever.
Yeah. So she just avoided that, got her child support, and then disappeared where you didn't know where she was. So that could even be parental kidnapping if it would have more teeth if you had reported it earlier, right?
Now, Casey's not a lawyer.
It's been a very long time.
I'm not a lawyer.
Everybody in the MJSYVERSE universe, look out for that Amber Alert.
Right.
Oh, man. Well, we've had fun here today.
Yeah, guys, thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
Hey,
we
thanks for
appreciate you coming. We appreciate you hanging out and having a good time and helping to solve these wonderful mysteries.
Is that a Beretta in the corner?
This is not my house. I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. It's a very. I got my shotgun in the corner. I got my 12 gauge to keep in the corner on my side.
I mean,
over
just
here.
based on what I'm seeing on the screen, I think it's a BB gun with a built-in silencer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Squirrel killer.
The squirrel killer.
With an 8-time magnification.
I call it Squirrel
We
Bane.
keep having dead bunnies show up in this neighborhood. I don't know.
The dead bunny bandit.
This guy keeps smiling
Yeah.
in my window.
Yeah.
Told
We had
him
a guy nicknamed the box cutter bandit when I was a police detective. He was a druggie.
A pilot.
He was no, he kept going. He'd go in like gas stations or like hotels, and he would jump up on the counter, pull out a box cutter, and say, "I'm taking all the money out, back up," and he'd take the money out of the cash register. Then he'd slip off the counter, and he'd walk out. He'd hold the door for people coming in, and he hit like 5 or 6 places around, the town I was working in. And so, like watching the videos, he did it with like a military smooth. I said, this guy's either an ex-police officer or military individual. And then he also went to an ambulance that had gone to the back of a hospital and just walked into the back of the ambulance while they were taking a patient in and grabbed their go bags, because sometimes there's like, narcotic type stuff, like methadone and stuff like that. And so it stole the ambulance bag, and then we were able to get a vehicle description from the cameras at the hospital and put out a bolo, and then we ended up figuring out who it was and went and arrested him. And he had been a police officer in North Mississippi, worked narcotics, broke his ankle, got addicted to pain pills, the whole opioid epidemic, got busted buying dope in Memphis, and then they sent him to a drug rehab down in South Mississippi. And then after he got out of the rehab, he started working as a painter, and then got back on the dope and started robbing everybody.
Painter, also known as communists.
I like how he's building lore.
Communists love to paint, Mike.
Yes.
They love paintings.
Little horses.
They love carving stuff out of wood.
Yep.
They love it.
And selling it for money.
Like just pure communism.
That paint all day.
He took the go bag, and they just found him in an alleyway chewing on Suboxone.
No, I actually, so I made a bolo with, like, he'd always have like a handkerchief, like an old West robber, like, covering his face. So I created a bolo of different surveillance footage, video pictures I had of him, and the vehicle description, and also the geographic area he was in. So, like, it was kind of like on the edge of our city. And so I coordinated with some county officers, passed out the bolo. One guy, his name was John Clem, that worked at Forest County. He's like, I think I might know who this is. So we went out to his place, and we ended up finding some of the, another thing he did, he went in a Walgreens and passed him a note and said he was going to shoot everybody unless they gave him all the morphine. And then that was like back in the back of the pharmacy. And then on his way out, the pharmacist got on the loudspeaker and said, "Stop that man, he just robbed us." And so a bunch of people came to stop. He said, "I have a gun, I'll shoot you." And then they all just backed off and let him go. And he had parked a couple blocks away, so we didn't get any vehicle information on that one. But we found some of those morphine bottles outside his trailer, and then he confessed everything. He said, "Man, I'm just so dope sick. It's like if I don't get some dope, I'm going to be so sick. I have to get it. And I'm sorry." And he was very apologetic, and
I'm sorry.
Went to rehab, went back to prison. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm robbing everybody.
Oh,
But
man.
He never really put any, other than displaying the box cutter. He never, took any. He never hurt anybody.
It's actually made out of plastic. I never hurt anybody.
Scum wrappers.
Right.
Well, I'm good. That's good. It ended amicably. He goes, "I'm sorry, man.
You got me.
Yeah.
You got me."
You got me.
Yeah, that was it. You got me.
Yeah. We've had a bounty hunter on, and he's like, "That's how most bounty hunters boring as fuck." You show up to people, they're like, yep, you got me. This is cool." And
Well, you get a fire extinguisher full of pepper spray, so that's fun. I met Dog one time in the airport.
Oh, really?
Did he give you a cigarette?
Yeah. There's no smoking in the airport, but we did sit around, talk a little bit. We got kind of similar professions, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was
I
cool.
love Dog the
Cool
Bounty
guy.
Hunter. He's one of my favorites. He's like, it's after he does all the, like, "Get down, you piece of shit." He goes, "It's all right. We all been there. It's fine. Here,
Yeah.
smoke one, bro. It's fine."
Right.
Yeah, I love that. All my interactions with police officers has been pretty similar. They come in hot, and then when it's all said and done, they're like, "Hey, man, just don't turn
They're pretty
left on that street." I go, "Oh, yeah, sorry."
Quit smoking crack, dude.
Well, you can tell. Look at this. Look at all this flub. I'm a drug-free boy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say all the crack.
No, that's what the cops.
Crack
I'm not
goes
telling you
straight to
stop
my jowls.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it.
Okay.
Great job,
We got
everybody.
we do have Will Smith hitting us up right now.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Well, thank you so much for joining the show, Casey. If you want to plug your business one last time, where can people get in contact with you to help find their grandmas?
NaplesFLPI.com.
Boom.
Like
there it
Naples,
is.
Florida Private Investigator. NaplesFLPI.com.
Man that will get shit done.
He does not rest until justice is served, Mike.
That's right. Casey's on the case, as they always say.
Casey Kasem.
That's it, man.
What?
Oh,
From Scooby-Doo?
Whatever happened to his body?
What do you mean his
His
body?
his family fought over his body and stole his body. Casey Kasem
Well,
over state
I didn't know
lines,
anything
which I
about
think
that.
is trafficking.
interesting. All
Till
right.
next time.
All right, Jimmy. I love you.
okay, dude.
Peace.
Bye.
Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast. They like to get crazy, talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast.
Oh, Jimmy.
Mysteries, Mike.
Mysteries. They're so mysterious, and these smiling men could be out and about. Why West Virginia? Who knows?
Maybe they were born there.
Maybe. I mean, the first one was sighted in Jersey, so
Oh,
they don't
well.
have great taste.
They had to get out of there.
Anyway, Jimmy. Oh, look. I see a flashlight and out in the woods through the window.
Oh, they found it.
All right, Jimmy, open up the window. Open up the window. Open up the door.
Let's see how they feel, Mike. They might be mad at us.
Oh, good point.
Let us in. Do you know, I just found Dan trying to climb inside a moose to keep warm. It wasn't nice.
Oh, you guys found the beer.
That's cold. Yeah, it's delicious beer, but I'm cold. Let us back in, please.
Wait. It could be a trap.
He's asking so nicely.
Slide the beer through the dog door.
Beer for the warmth.
Yes.
If not, I will drink the beer.
Well, I just want to make sure it's the real beer. Slide it through the doggy door.
Fine. It's only American beer anyway.
Oh,
We
it's
can let it go.
Coors.
Here you go, Mike.
Soft
Cheers.
drinks, you mean
All
soft
right.
drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we let them in, Jeremy? There's freezing.
What if they're actual smiling men, Mike?
They look very sad.
Well, maybe that's what smiles
They're
are.
frowning. They're frowning men right now with
Maybe that-
icicles on their noses.
Maybe that's what smiles are on their planet.
Nope.
Listen to them, Mike.
I'm
They're-
opening the door.
They're
Come
speaking in a
inside,
weird
fellas.
dialect. No, Mike.
Come on, fellas.
Just let us in.
Here, take my suit. It's basically a space blanket.
No, you got nothing on now.
That's
This
okay.
is warm in here.
The cabin's warm.
Do you know what? I always thought Americans are supposed to be nice, but shut us outside for just this watery beer. That wasn't nice now. I mean,
It's Rocky
It
Mountain
could be
cold.
worse. They could have made us eat their plastic cheese. You know, it could have been worse.
I love plastic cheese.
It's very good.
It doesn't quite melt right.
well, no, it doesn't melt at all.
I'm
And I'll tell you
sorry.
something,
We don't have enough
nothing's melting out here.
beans for you.
Oh no, Mike.
Beans on toast.
Okay, don't ever complain about beans and toast. What was that salad I just saw that somebody make, which was like Jello and pineapple and peanuts and crisps, and they were mixing together? What's it? That wasn't a Waldorf salad. What was it? It was just Americans should never complain about our food. Beans on toast is a cuisine.
I mean, Jello belongs in everything. It could go in salad. It could go in cake.
You should have crab salad. There's no crab in it or salad. And there's a
Have you ever
lot
had
of
beans on
ranch.
toast? Now we got some on the pan. We got some beans on toast over there. Just try some.
All right. Well, anyway, we did your podcast for you while you were gone and dilly-dallying outside looking for beer that we actually didn't leave. I don't know where you got this beer from, but anyway, you guys can have your podcast back.
There's literally a Walmart just around the corner there. Yeah.
Wait,
We
so
got
you
it from there.
paid for this beer?
Yeah.
I just followed the yellow snow. That's how we found it.
I knew they'd find my tracks.
Let's find a way back.
Jeremy does pee when he walks.
But thanks for doing the podcast for us. You know,
Oh yeah, no worries.
easiest episode ever.
No problem.
Well, yeah, it's probably the best one I've ever done. That's for sure.
Well, Mike, I bet we better get out of here.
Yeah,
Back
Jeremy.
through the window.
I'm going through the door. I'm using
The
the
door's
door.
just there.
Yeah. Goodbye, gentlemen. Enjoy.
All right. Cheers, guys. Bye. Nice to meet you.
I cut my face all up.
Yeah.
No, the window was closed.
Yeah.
Ah.